Amber McLaughlin becomes first openly transgender woman executed in the U.S. Amber McLaughlin, 49, became the first openly transgender woman executed in the U.S. Missouri Governor Mike Parson had confirmed. She was executed by lethal injection Tuesday for killing a former girlfriend in 2003. Prior to the execution, Parson said, quote, "McLaughlin's conviction and sentence remain after multiple thorough examinations of Missouri law. McLaughlin stalked, raped, and murdered Ms. Guenther. Ms. McLaughlin is a violent criminal. Ms. Guenther's family and loved ones deserve peace. The state of Missouri will carry out McLaughlin's sentence according to the court's order and deliver justice," end quote. There is no known case of an openly transgender inmate being executed in the U.S. before, according to the Anti-Execution Death Penalty Information Center. A friend in prison says she saw McLaughlin's personality blossom during her gender transition. According to court records, before transitioning, McLaughlin was in a relationship with girlfriend Beverly Guenther. McLaughlin would show up at the suburban St. Louis office where the 45-year-old Guenther worked, sometimes hiding inside the building itself. Guenther's neighbors called the police the night she was killed, November 20th, 2003, after she failed to return home. In a written statement of her final words, McLaughlin wrote, quote, "I am sorry for what I did. I'm a loving and caring person," end quote. She's still a murderer. Okay, at the end of the day, she's still a murderer. I'm sorry that you're the first trans person to do so, to be executed. The only thing I can say positively is that at least you died being your true, authentic self.
I just find it really interesting that she transitioned while she was in jail. I don't know why that is like such a thing in my head that I'm trying to understand.
They didn't allow it in Missouri for a long time. They recently did allow that. And so according to the story, she had a cellmate or somebody else who transitioned. And during that time, during her talks, she figured out that she also needed to transition again. And they assisted her with that.
Yeah. It's just barbaric and brutal. This doesn't have anything to do with her being trans. The fact that we are in a club with Russia, China, Iran, and Saudi Arabia, just to name a few. It's barbaric that we still have the death penalty when we have really incredibly secure prisons. It's called a supermax for a reason. They're called maximum security for a reason. There hasn't been a major escape of a death row inmate in decades, and the one that there may have been was huge news because it doesn't happen. The fact that we are still doing ritual killings in our prison is abhorrent.
At the end of the day, it's counterproductive. It's vengeful, and it's rooted in hate. No matter which way you frame it, it's absolutely abhorrent. The fact that we're one of the only wealthy countries in the world that does not, or that still has a death penalty is absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost wish we didn't have this story. I don't want this on our side, on LGBTQ+. I don't want that mark there, like, oh, the first transgender person executed. We don't want that.
Right.
Mm. All right, Max, let's talk about something a little
lighter.
All right. LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.